And welcome back to episode 37 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co host, Malcolm Nosebleed Seats King.
Hey, what's going? Hey, I'm front row. I'm front and center out in Hollywood. What's going on, fellas?
Matter of fact,
I
that
need
should have
to.
been Aaron's nickname, but we got the dot connector in the building, Aaron Spencer. What's poppin' with y'all?
Well, shit.
you know,
Another week, man. I'm still here.
You
Still
know,
here.
yeah,
still pushing.
yeah,
But
trying to.
as the title states, we're here to talk NBA playoffs and to jump it off early since we got two current games going on at the moment. One of them being Knicks versus Hawks. Aaron, I understand you went to one of the games. What was it? Which one was it?
Go on Friday.
4?
Yeah, that was like those. They actually had basically full capacity. It was like 15, 16,000 people in there.
Ass.
Man, hey man, look, bro. I'm not a Hawks fan or a Knicks fan, right? But Kevin Herter hit this heat check three, bro, and the crowd went wild. Nigga, I had
He
goosebumps
said,
because I haven't heard that many people in
right,
so long in unison.
right.
Everybody was crunk, hype. I'm hype. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hype because I paid the money for the tickets. You know what I'm saying? I was $100 and some hype. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You better,
You know what I'm
Ben.
saying? But it was cool, man. It was obvious the crowd had an advantage. I mean, Julius Randle was already fucking up the previous games, but the crowd made it worse. I was watching that shit. That shit was bugging the fuck out of him. Trey Young on his face and the white
Listen,
boys and Bogdanovich and Herter out there doing their thing.
so I'm actually glad you brought it up. Julius Randle at the moment, his playoff high is 23 points.
Mm.
Um, the games before, not even speaking on, I think he had 14. I didn't write them all down. I know he had 14 and 1. Oh,
I can look it up.
he was 15, 12 and 4, game 2. He had one steal, shooting 5 of 16, and then game 3 he was 14, 11 and 2, shooting 2 of 15. So
I seen that.
what you was about to say?
I just said shook.
Oh, yeah,
I
go
mean,
ahead, Aaron.
clearly shook. I mean, definitely, and that's what I'm saying. This is his first time in the playoffs, and he's the guy that's expected to carry the team. So of course, I didn't expect him to just come out there like that. But then when you look at the guy you playing against in Trae Young, it's like, what's your excuse? What's your excuse?
I mean, you had the Garden. The Garden was just as live. I watched that. The Garden was live as fuck.
Oh, you know the
Not
Garden to
being
make you
interfering
pay.
with you.
Can we talk about Cliff? How you said Trey Young couldn't carry this team in this series by himself?
Yeah, I said that, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that. I mean, he has definitely put them on his back, but he's been getting a little help from
Oh yeah,
from
Herter,
the cast. You
role
know what I
player,
mean,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I basically what I was getting at, and he has been averaging a nice little amount. I'm not gonna lie, he hit 30 in game 2, 21 game 3, 27 in game 4. So he has been putting the team on his back by all means, and I expected him to do that. But what I thought he was gonna have to do to win was put up consistent 30 plus games, 40 pointers. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect him to get the assistance that he's been getting from the role players. So it's kind of made me feel like, of course, they don't have a shot, but they could give somebody fits in the second round as well.
I think Trey Young is oddly prepared for this. Like,
I agree.
it's not like it's when I was there, because I was watching the game more from a subjective standpoint, not really necessarily pulling somebody to win. I just wanted to see good basketball. And I was watching Trey Young play, and it's funny when you see him play in real person. It looks like he's fucking up. It just looks like it. I was high up, so I didn't get to have a good view. But I could see it good enough. Like, to be honest with you, they want to be that high. But
Well, wait. When you say fucking up, do you mean like as far as pace goes, like faster than, like moving faster than he should, like fumbly, like, or what do you?
You're right about it. He just looks. I'll say he looks unorthodox. Like in person, it looks like what you're doing is not about to work. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple times we threw an alley oop to Clint, and I couldn't really see him. Like I couldn't because there was so many big bodies from him.
Right.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, that doesn't mean he's fucking up now, because I saw those alley oops that he throws don't even look like alley oops. You know what I mean? They just kind of leave his hand, and you're like, where's it going? And then you see.
And then you have a fantastic view from TV. Where I was guessing like, what? Oh, okay, right. There it is. Right. But I guess fucking up was a bad thing. I'm trying to say is when he plays in real life, it looks like what he's doing is not going to work. Like this is not going to work the whole game. It just keeps working.
Right? No, you are right. You are right.
I saw him. You know what I'm saying, getting off the camera. I seen him. Giving people. You know what I'm saying, a little trash talk off to the side. And you the shortest nigga out there, which is what's up as far as heart and all that shit. But that shit looked. It didn't look like it was going to work, but that shit was working like a motherfucker.
Man, you gotta understand. I mean, he came out 2019 and he led the NCAA in assists. Like, he was averaging 10 assists a game. So court vision is not, his weak point. He knows what's going on that court, and the fact of the matter that he's so short. You know what I mean? He kind of has to see shit developing to make it work.
Yeah, he's throwing up a lot of alley-oops off the strength of just knowing where his teammates going to be at.
But he puts them where they need to be, though. It's not like he's not putting them there.
Hey, you see the practice. The practice is there. Y'all niggas been practicing on that shit. I can see it.
I knew he was going to be something when he had his own league, when he was coming out his rookie year, and all them niggas was playing in it, and I was like, this motherfucker here. Like,
it was like a thing or something?
Yeah, it wasn't like a one of them show off leagues or whatever where a person drafts certain people in the NBA. It was like a workout league, you know what I mean? Like, they was like in like workout clothes, and every week they would like have new people in there that they would work out against.
He had spectacular run.
Right.
Like he was bringing places,
right.
People that really ball.
Listen, I was following that shit. They had Kevin Porter Jr. in it too. It was a lot of veterans too. I just can't remember off the top of my head who all was. I want to say Eric Gordon was in there.
I feel like Joakim Noah was there. I feel like that nigga just be pulling up and shit. Man.
He probably wasn't playing.
I found out from him. I got my shorts and he didn't ask you to play.
Listen, he said, I'm getting paid regardless. It don't matter. I'm on the bench still getting paid.
True.
Noah wasn't the one that was saging last year. Who was the one that was walking around doing the saging last year? I know Kyrie did it, but somebody else did it. That took me back. Was it Joakim Noah? It might have been Joakim Noah.
It might have been. I don't know. He wasn't really that. That's what he did. That was a highlight of the year. Goddamn it.
Saging the court for somebody else.
Man.
Right.
Get these evil spirits out. God knows I ain't playing, but get them out for everybody else.
But there be minutes left for me to play.
Trae Young is the truth. You got to give him peas. Bogey been showing up as a definite Batman or Robin in the situation.
He's he's a good shooter, man.
It's beyond shooting too.
They're like more aggressive and more confident as they go along.
Right.
Them niggas a shooter. Him and Herter are shooters.
Herter is. He has been. They said they was gonna be the new Splash Brothers when they came out. They ain't live up to that, but
they're doing a great job. I mean, like as far as
they're still young though.
I don't know who they play the next round if they win. Who's
oh, where's my phone?
I know it's not the Bucks.
Nah, it would be
would it be the Sixers or the Wizards?
Hold up, I got it right here. So they would play if they go out. They would play. Yep, the Sixers or the Wizards. Duh. So most likely the Wizards, or I mean the Sixers.
Sixers, right? The Sixers. That's gonna be a tough matchup with Ben Simmons and Trae Young.
More talent on that team.
Yeah, definitely. Joel Embiid. I don't think they make it past the second.
I think that might no. I don't think they get past that either. But I do think that would be an unusually decent matchup.
How so?
I just imagine with Embiid on Capella. I do see Capella giving him some kind of D. You know what I mean? Now you can't help the Embiid fallaways and shit like that, and the sky hooks. He's too long for. Well, first of all, he got hurt though.
Yeah, I think though, he might have got hurt, but he said his knee is sore. He said a sore knee. That's
he went out. He went out. Game 4, and he didn't come back in.
I think he thought they was going to win that game, go ahead and sweep, which was not the case.
Well, he tried to come back. He went out late in the first quarter, and he tried to come back in the second, and then he went back out for the rest of the game. He only ended up playing like 19 minutes. But that's a bad sign. I mean, I think what they think is that they can beat the Wizards potentially without Embiid. And if they need to have him come back, they can at least sit him for a game or two and bring him back to finish him off type shit.
Yeah, I don't think Embiid's playing tonight.
No, I don't think so either. And they don't lose with Embiid on the court. With a 75% healthy Embiid on the court, they don't lose with him. Now the question is, once you start getting into the second rounds, is he going to be able to last health-wise through that whole playoffs? You know what I mean? Because
that's the name of the game.
Because this is just the second round coming up. You still got to beat somebody else to get to the Eastern Conference Finals to get to the finals. And if motherfuckers is starting to get like, ooh, I need to sit out in the first round, that's a bad sign when it comes to longevity.
I agree.
And that's a fact, Jack. But we moved on a little bit early just because we was talking. I mean, it made sense because we were talking about the Hawks, but
you can't move past Derrick Rose, man.
That's what I was about to bring it back to, because he has been. You talking about putting somebody on your back? He doing that in New York. He doing that in New York.
And you know his history. I don't even want to put that on him right now, but you know his history. And y'all making this. I think he played 40 minutes.
He's been playing. He's played 41. Was it game 3?
That's pushing it, D Rose. You
right?
Well, I give it to you, man. You fucking like, look.
No, continue.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, like, either this is the year you're like, look, either I'll make it or I don't. I'm not half-assing this shit. I'm going full metal. And at the end of this year, if he decides, but look, I'm finna step away from the game of basketball. This is like him saying, look, I gave it to him. Like, I gave everything I had.
Away.
Well, if he says it, I can see why, because nigga, you tried your hardest for the Knicks.
Nah, he ain't stepping away. First of all, he's letting y'all. This is what I was about to say. Or when I said or he's found his correct game. He should be playing at his age and athleticism. After the injuries, of course.
He can't do this for a whole season.
I don't think that he's expected to. I don't think that Derrick Rose should ever be expected to do this for a whole season. But as history tells you, when it comes down to crunch time, you want that motherfucker on your court. You feel me? So if you can get 25-minute games out of Derrick Rose on a healthy season, and then when the playoffs come, start picking it up, then I'd say he has at least 2 to 3 more years in him, the way he's playing now. Because that's why I think he's finally come into how he should be playing. He's not all hella explosive like he was back in the day. He's not even driving the same way he did. He used to drive with reckless abandon.
His floaters is on.
Man.
Yeah, like 30, I think he had 30.
You said him and who?
What you say?
Him and who, Mom?
I just said Derrick Rose is definitely doing his thing.
Like I thought you said him and somebody else.
RJ Barrett been doing his thing too. Shit, he been getting his too.
RJ Barrett looks like Kentucky RJ Barrett. Like he looks like the guy.
Kentucky.
He looks like the guy, or not Kentucky, Duke. You know what I meant.
I'm about to say.
He looks like the guy I thought he was gonna be coming into the NBA. Inconsistent. Now he's not scared. That's one thing I will say is he's not scared. He'll take a shot even if he knows he might not make it. He's gonna take the shot.
Right.
But he's very inconsistent like he was in Duke. Like in Duke, he was expected to be the guy to lead the team, and it was almost like I'm looking at Zion and Cam. That's why I thought Cam was eventually going to pass RJ up, and I think we talked about that in a previous podcast episode. But I thought he was going to pass him up. Now, of course, there's still time, but RJ's just not impressive to me.
Well, he's only 20 years old, so I do want to mention that he's exactly he'll be 21 June 14th, so coming up.
Okay, I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah, he's young.
No, I didn't know he was that young. That may explain it.
He got drafted in 2019. Now, last game, the game that Aaron went to, it sounds like he had 21 points, 8 for 15, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
I went to the Friday game. They had a game Sunday.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I guess that's game 3 then, because I don't.
They had a game Sunday. We on game 5 right now.
Right.
Okay.
I thought you went. So did you go to game 3 or game 4?
Game 3.
Because game 4 is right now, right?
No, game 5 is right now.
Game 4 is on Sunday. Game 3 was on Friday.
Oh no, that was game 4, Cliff. I'm looking 1, 2. That was the 4th game. That was May 30th. Was the 4th game.
Okay.
It was the first game in Atlanta.
Right.
That was the first game they had in Atlanta.
Yeah. So anyways, he had 21 points that game, which isn't too bad. But you are right. Looking at his numbers, it's not very consistent at all.
So you went to the first or the second game in Atlanta?
Went to the first one.
Okay, so you ain't go to the one. I caught that bitch too. You ain't go to the one on the with the Martin Luther King jerseys in the. They went off that game. They went off.
They did.
I got my We Believe shirt up there. I ain't never gonna wear it, but I got it.
What is that? What's that?
Is this the shirt they have on the seat?
Oh,
it's a large.
Right. But right. I didn't know We Believe though. Is that what they're going with?
No, I don't know. Believe in something, nigga. I got the shirt.
Okay, well,
shit. About believing in shit.
I guess you gotta believe if you a Atlanta fan, but
they ain't never scratched the chip.
So game 3, that's the one Derrick Rose dropped 30 in.
Yeah, Derrick Rose was out there in the street.
Man, listen.
That was the only person when Derrick Rose got the ball, the crowd got kind of quiet. It was okay. But when Randall got that shit, nigga, it was like they was
boo. They was throwing popcorn and shit, spitting.
Shit, it was working.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, let me ask: is it too early to put Julius Randle in the James Harden PG group?
Yeah, because this is his first go around. I think if he had a couple go arounds like this, I would. Since it's his first go around, I'm gonna give him some slack and say, you know what I'm saying? This is your rookie moment in the playoffs.
Back to I think three in a row, 15-point or less games.
And it's not like he wasn't shooting the ball.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He tried to work the elbow J. He tried to work the 3. He tried to drive.
He tried to work everything that was working before, and it just isn't working now. I think he's in his head, man. I think he's just deep in his head.
Whoever's close to him that can get through that level, relative, friend, or teammate, coach, somebody got to pull him off to the side like, man, what's going on?
Right. Just stop giving a fuck, because giving a fuck clearly isn't working, right? So stop giving a fuck then. Just put them shots up like we know you can.
Right.
Because the only reason why I'm damn near about to put him in that group is because it's almost like you're exposing yourself. You know what I mean? We saw what you were capable of in that regular season.
You were dropping 30 every time you saw the Hawks.
It didn't matter if it was the Hawks. It didn't matter who it was. He was
Lakers,
dropping 30. And now all of a sudden you come into the game and you're putting up an average of at least 23 shots. And you're only coming out the game with 15, 14, 14, 12.
Well, you know,
I'm sorry, 23, 14, 15, 12 or something like that.
It's kind of like the people that, like, when you're on the game and they're like, oh, we're just playing to play. And they play more freely and maybe they play better. And you put the pressure on them. So let's put some money on the game. I know some people like that. You put some money on the game and they fold. When you play freely, they, you know, I think he's probably overthinking a lot of it is what I'm saying because of the pressure. You know, it's the playoffs. Where it's like Aaron would say, when you ain't playing for no money, you know, money on the line, quote unquote.
Well, you know what, freely. Though? You know what? And it's not that I don't agree. I agree with you 100%, Mount. But you know what? We don't take into account of what's said to these players before they step out on the court. You know what I mean? If your agent come up to you and say, hey, if you perform tonight, you know what I can get you on this contract?
Right.
If you perform tonight and get this win, game 3, do you know what I can get you on your contract? You better go out and do something.
Incentives are definitely there, whether it's, you know, your shoe company, your
of
team.
Course, but that's just incentives. I'm speaking on agents talking about next year's and contract negotiations.
Win this playoff game so we can go get paid next year.
Right.
I don't know what your problem is, but you better put the ball in the basket.
But you don't know but that's what I'm saying. For a player that's as young in that situation as Julius Randle, I could see the walls closing in on you. Like, fuck, man, I'm trying, I just can't get right.
I mean, you know, even when I was a kid, you know, I've been, you know, championship games, you know, I was nervous and shit, whatever, but that was like some first half shit. You gotta get over that shit, or you about to lose. And this is from a kid standpoint. So I can only imagine from a grown man standpoint, you'd be like, okay, boom. But like at halftime, the coach or somebody's supposed to be like, hey, the fuck?
Like, right.
Change the game plan.
My problem's always been the opposite. And I mean, I don't know if that works in any other situation than the ones I've been in. And as far as football, it's always worked. But as far as everything else, it hadn't worked. Like a lack of nerves. Like, I'll never forget, my dad sat me down one time and he said, if you don't feel nerves before you fight, you've already lost. You got to feel something. You know what I mean? And I've always just felt like, okay, let's do it. Like, let's, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really like a, you know, and that's usually what wakes you up. Like, oh, let me get right. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah. that's always been I've just kind of been a little too relaxed going into situations. Like, nah, be tense a bit. You know what I mean? Not be tense, but understand the severity, the gravity of the situation.
You know, I guess it's, you know, to each his own. But it's more or less something has to drive you in some way, shape, or form.
Right, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a lack of nerves before the fight or whatever, you're in the arena and you're about to go do this. So you got there.
You get hype off shit, but I guess what he was trying to get across is a lack of nerves is an underestimation type thing. And you should always feel that person's dangerous or they'll show you. You know what I mean?
Fear is a valuable emotion. God damn it. Fear is valuable. When you're scared, you're going to run fast as shit. You ain't never...
Yeah, your adrenaline.
You were scared of some shit. Now you float.
Or you don't or you don't get as tired as fast as you normally would. Cause
that adrenaline pumping through. You go run 2 miles until you realize you just ran 2 miles. It's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks.
You right.
You don't get them 2 miles.
I didn't accomplish some things off of fear back before, man.
Listen, I mean that's what they say. Cat backed into a corner is one of the most dangerous animals you come across. You know what I mean? And that's a cat. That's a pussy cat. That'll fuck you up if you back that cat through a corner.
Hey, that shit had 30 more pounds to be a rap one.
Listen, you had 30 more pounds, and you better be a fast motherfucker to get away from that cat. I'm telling you.
I'm talking about the cat had 30 more pounds.
You said if what?
If a house cat had 30 more
pounds. That's what I'm saying.
The main fat house cat, that's just a lynx.
Right.
Listen, but motherfuckers got them as white folks got them as pets now too. Let's correct myself.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, but that's not. I mean, I guess there's some black people that do it, but nigga, if I come to your house
Is
and you
it?
got a cat, hey, there might be some.
I know.
Had one.
Listen, you know, if a nigga gets a pet that's bigger than a house cat, it's gonna be a real life tiger. You know what I mean? They either go big or don't go.
Mike Tyson.
I don't know about a lynx. I don't know too many people with a Australian looking tiger poking up behind the couch.
There's people out there they got dingoes and shit, all types of shit they ain't supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? All we got is pit bulls, and pit bulls are bang.
We also ain't down under, mate. I'm just saying.
Right.
I've been telling niggas talking about going on hikes and shit, and I'm more of a city dude because if I see a bear, I'm trying that standing ground shit.
Well, that's it. That's what. Listen, that's why you can't come out there with no 9mm.
Oh, you gotta have something strong. You put it with the 9, you gonna use the whole clip on that dude.
Listen, if I go hiking, I'm taking the judge with me, baby. I need shotgun shells and big 4.5s to blow at that motherfucker. All in the same gun. Boom, bow, boom, bow, boom, bow.
Yeah, are you going on a hike? Nah.
Yeah, I would listen, just keep that thing with you.
Yeah, I'm not going.
But moving on to another, matter of fact, before we move on, give me an update right now if one of y'all got the game in front of y'all on the Knicks Hawks. And then we going to move on to the 76ers.
I know the Sixers in Washington is 45-44. They were showing the highlight.
45-44.
Who up? Hawks is, the Wizards are up. Now they're up 48-44. Okay. And the Hawks are up 18-13.
Hawks up 18-13. Okay.
Yeah, I see Wizards up 50-46. Yeah, Hawks up 18-13.
Okay. Well, we will move on to the Wizards, I suppose. I mean, if I'm being honest, game 4 is the last game I saw. That's the last game that was played, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where Embiid got hurt in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that one. Robin Lopez didn't look bad, I will be honest. He was hitting some clutch ones. He was doing what he was supposed to as the big man out there for a fact.
He's the energetic big man.
Applying D, hitting the little hooks, getting his little cleanup points. He was doing his thing in an era where big man is underly utilized.
Shit, that's what Clint Capella been doing. We'll bring that shit back up.
Listen.
They both run the same type of game right now.
And that's how they eat. And that's why I felt Clint Capella was good for holding out with the Rockets on that contract. Because it's like, I don't even get the ball like that unless it's a lob. And I'm still putting these numbers up. Give me my fucking money.
I'll be calm. Hey, y'all watching the playoffs? Y'all seen me in the last game? What y'all boys doing? Y'all at home? Oh.
Listen. Right. Right. How y'all enjoying Kevin Porter and all them out there? Is they running your team right?
John Wall.
Pay a motherfucker.
What game was it when Westbrook got the popcorn thrown at him?
That was game 3.
Right. That's what I was about to say. The one before I saw. Because I didn't see that when I just saw the highlights.
Right. What were y'all's thoughts on that whole situation now?
Listen, I agree 100% for the simple fact that Trae Young got spit on.
Did he?
Trae Young got spit on in New York.
He didn't really.
You said what?
Like he didn't really react too much to it.
Because it might not have hit him.
Yeah.
Because I heard different. No. Trae Young. I heard different things. They was lined up. Was it for a foul or an inbound? And one of the dudes spit over 50 Cent at Trae Young. But I heard some people say it hit him, and I heard some people say he just spit at him.
Close enough.
Right, but regardless, what I'm getting at is he got spit at, we'll say. Russell Westbrook got popcorn thrown at him. Fan ran out on the court, game 4, 76ers Wizards.
Yes,
clearly y'all security is not tight enough when we're giving fans access to be that close to athletes.
Have you seen NBA security? Have you seen them niggas?
Don't matter, it's not tight enough.
That's what I'm trying to say. Have you seen?
Nah, NBA game is one game I haven't been to. I've been to NFL.
With this 50-year-old woman. I'm sorry.
You said what?
I'm saying because I'm saying security. There might be a couple of police officers here and there, right? But for the most part, it's just people with vests on talking about, oh, you can't sit right here.
Right.
Need police to come right here. They're not stopping shit.
Are they armed?
No, not that I know of. Maybe they got something tucked beneath the vest I don't know about. Maybe a taser or something. But there are police officers there, of course. But if we're just talking about regular, like the people that just be standing on court during halftime, have you seen them?
I mean, like I said, I've never been to an NBA. I've been to NFL games. I've never been to an NBA game before.
You can watch. Just next time you watch a game on TV, just notice at halftime, whatever, when they bring them people out, to stand on the court and do this. Him. Okay.
Listen, and this isn't something that's been new from Russell. Russell's been screaming this shit for at least 4 or 5 years now.
Because apparently, if that's the case, that's why people feel so free to do such things like this. If that makes sense.
They need to start. No, continue.
Yeah, I won't pour popcorn on this person because who's security? This motherfucker.
Right. I don't give a fuck. Slide his bitch ass too.
You banned for life. Okay, am I going to jail? No.
Right, and I honestly wasn't entertained, so ban me, ban me. But I feel like you should start treating NBA games like casinos.
You start taking niggas in the basement.
In the basement, like no, we ain't going. No, we're not pressing charges or sending you to jail, but come have a talk with us for a second.
Right.
Sit in this room. We're gonna get Russell Westbrook. He gonna come down here.
Listen, Russell, now don't ball your fist up. You need your hands, but open hand all the fuck you want. Pop, 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 pop.
Work on the body.
Hit him in his soft spots, Russ. Hit him in his soft spots.
And you got, I think Charles Barkley said something about any fan that does something like that should have to come out to the middle of the court and go straight up with that person. If you want to do that, you should have to go to the middle of the floor in the middle of the game. You should stop the game. It should be Russell and whoever the fuck did that shit. Square up. Like right now, get your ass whooped.
Hands, you have to have some sort of gloves involved. Because that's what I'm saying. Those NBA players can't afford to break a hand.
No, they can't.
And you come fucking around with a guy like me, and I'm going to throw my head into that shot and put my head down. Hit me right on the top of that shit.
Yeah, the concussion.
Oh, that concussion ain't never stopped me before.
Not you, but these dudes is different. We were talking about how soft the league, how different soft the league is.
I don't even feel concussions. I feel rejuvenated.
You see how LeBron... You see how the other week we talked about LeBron acting like he got shot when he got fouled.
Everybody on the Lakers. Everybody. I saw it from everybody on the Lakers, and we'll get to that later. But I saw it from everyone.
It's coming, my brother. We all gonna talk about it.
We gonna talk
about right now.
Hey, well, like Cliff said, hey, when we do talk, my team is still playing. Everybody else is at home watching us on TV. So
it don't matter. We still even when it comes to chips in the past 5 years, like we discussed.
It means I'm even more cynical.
We're talking about overall.
Yeah, well, no, right now we talking about past 5 years. What have you done for me lately? We've already discussed this. Is what have you done for me lately?
You right.
Was we still talking about
Yeah, Embiid in the Wizards. That's I wanted to touch on that because Game 4, the one I watched. Let me just go over these stats with you real quick. Bradley Beal ended the game 27 points, 4 and 4, 1 steal. Congratulations. Shooting 9 for 23. And the whole time I'm watching the game, I'm like, is Russell Westbrook rubbing off on you? Because it was like you're forcing so fucking much. Like, you even have passes that are open and you're forcing the shot like Russ would do. It was just driving me crazy. I was like, I don't know if it's once again a similar thing to what's his name, Julius Randle, where it's like you're in the playoffs and you're in your head, but with Bradley Beal it's the opposite. I'm gonna put up everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna hit eventually, and I'm gonna put up everything. Because 9 for 23 coming from Bradley Beal in the playoffs, that's unacceptable. Secondly, Russell ended the game 19. Now, I have to give him his P's.
You got like 21 rebounds.
21 rebounds, 14 assists. Got to give him his P's on that. Shooting percentage though, 3 for 19. So listen, combined, the backcourt, the all-star backcourt that y'all put together, combined was 12 for 42 from the fucking field.
See? That just proves my point. Once again, we know Russell Westbrook's a stat player. We know he's gonna get triple doubles, but he don't. Like I've been saying, I'm gonna stick to it. He's not a winner. When we talk about winning playoff games, winning championships, winning rings, and I was mistaken, Cliff, because somebody called me out on Facebook 2 weeks ago in that random NBA group. Russell Westbrook has won an MVP award. We said on air. I want to correct myself. We said on air one day that we thought that he hadn't won an MVP. We talked about him winning.
I thought. Did I say he didn't? Yeah.
We both thought he didn't, and then I had said something.
I might have, but
But anyways, we know he can get the triple doubles. That's fine.
I thought he didn't he win the MVP award the same year he averaged the triple double?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, like when they first started mentioning Oscar
triple double.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
My niggas don't know about that nigga Fab.
So I don't know. I might have.
Yeah, the triple double.
Right, Fab Lever. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might have. I might have said that, but that doesn't strike me as something because I feel like I would have known that off the top of my head that he won it that year. But I might have. I could have said that. You know, I'd be getting drunk.
Right, but that's my whole point. Is just like, again, he's a great player. Not taking that away from him. Not taking away that he can get stats. But bruh, look what you just said, Cliff. Them stats. You still didn't get the job done, and you don't when it counts. When you don't play for money, as Aaron says, bro, you can.
And it don't matter. And it don't matter what team you on either.
Don't matter what team. Don't matter who you play
Houston, OKC, the Washington. It don't matter who you got. You can't get over the slump.
That's my problem with him. That's why I get mad when people are like, "Well, Westbrook."
Those are. I would argue to say that those are, including Bradley Beal, top 7 players in the league.
Who?
Yeah, the players
you play with KD, you play with Harden, and then you play with Bradley Beal. I won't give Bradley Beal top 5, but I'll give him about top 7. Especially if we're talking about it. That's even pushing it. But I'm saying if we're talking about
top
like
15, top 12.
I'll give him top 12, top 15.
Top 12.
I'm extending myself on 7, but if I'm being honest, I was thinking of that 7 from a front court perspective.
Oh, okay.
Not including overall bigs and all that. I was thinking of it like from a Harden, KD.
I agree with you. Yeah,
I would put him in the top 7-ish, 10-ish range.
I put him in top 5 shooting guards. Top 5 shooting guards.
Well, I'm including points and all that too. So
Trae Young is better than that man.
You all right?
Oh yeah, I picked Trae Young.
You can start looking at some of these youngsters and start looking at Bradley Beal like, man, I don't know, man.
You know what? You know it's funny. Did you see that video? And no, I'm not gonna play my nigga Bradley Beal, but this current series, I'm questioning. But did you see that video where he was coaching his AAU team? It was some team. He coaches some team. I don't know if it's AAU. I just threw that out there because it wasn't like an actual league. It might have been like how LeBron has his league with the young kids and all that.
Kind of.
So he has his own team, and he was talking to him in the locker room. I guess they wasn't doing right, and he was like, y'all ain't playing. Like, all y'all want to make it to the league, but who out there is prepared to knock me off? Because I can tell you right now, one of y'all little motherfuckers is going to take my spot. Oh, he was going in. And it made me like him more.
Y'all niggas ain't getting no Capri Sun.
Right, that's what he was.
No oranges.
Oh no, they was older than that. They was probably at least 8th, 9th graders.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, they weren't kids. Like, we talking like Bronny age
Hard on
kids.
some 9-year-olds,
They
nigga.
might have even been high school, but he was going in on them, and I was like, that's the truth. Because I mean, you got to think that way. How can I take that man? If I can't take that man, I don't belong in the league. And right now, Trey Young is showing I am the new
The new
Dame
hot nigga.
and Steph and all them. Back when y'all saw him come out and y'all thought he was hot, look at me. That's what he's doing right now. Which leads me to the next question. Out of all of the new rising talent, who has been most exciting for y'all to watch in this current NBA playoffs? You said that
Man.
like you was gonna give it to Trey.
I was, but I just thought about it, man. And it's jumping ahead, but man,
It's a lot out there.
the young dudes and the Suns as a team, man.
You mean
Mikal
like
Bridges,
Cam Johnson, right? Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and all that.
DeAndre Ayton, there's a lot of young dudes, 1-2 year guys on that team who are basically like matching up. They're matching up.
I'm
You know?
convinced I'm related to Cam Johnson.
Okay. And you know what? To be all honest with you, the amount of cousins I've met that are yours, it could happen. It's not impossible.
I only say that because that's my dad's last name, Johnson, and I know you know about him.
Ooh.
My dad's dad.
Oh yeah, that's slick motherfucker.
Right. So I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't put it
Is he
past
still there?
him. Oh yeah, he's still there. He's still kicking.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
He's still kicking, doing his thing. But yeah, no, I'm convinced that he might be a floater out there that nobody really. But I doubt he would have my grandfather's last name if that was the case, because that's not usually how it goes. Usually they got their mama's last name.
Mine kept
I.e. Jordan.
Well, but to answer your question, Cliff, I would say, I mean, my two I don't know who I like Luka and Trey. I'm a big fan of Luka and Trey. And Luka and Trey are about the same age.
They seem like they're the Vegas favorites. You know what I mean? Like, we knew that this was going to come from Luka last year, just like we had an idea Trey was going to do this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, those are definitely great picks. Me, I'm leaning more with Dylan.
Dylan Brooks.
Yes, I am.
About 4 or 5 years, though.
You said what?
I think you got in the league, 2000?
Oh, no. And I'm sorry. Did I say young or did I say breakout?
You said young.
I said breakout.
You said young. You said who's your favorite young rising stars, basically?
Well, nigga, I like Dylan Brooks.
Right. Well, yeah, no, okay. Well, I think I might have said young breakout, but I do think I had breakout in there because Dylan Brooks. You said what?
Define young.
Like 4 years is kind of veteran-ish, but he's still young.
No, I would definitely say 4 years is veteran-ish. I mean, I guess you're still in your senior year.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not out of your teachings of the NBA, but
when we taking my name, Wayne Youngblood.
right. You on the foot.
They got the game go.
But you are right when it comes down to teams having young players like Trey Young and Luka Doncic come out of the gates, taking their team's places. 4 years seems like a lot. Seems like a lifetime from a rookie doing what they do. But I'm just impressed seeing him step up. You never heard him before. You heard him, but you didn't hear him.
He was a hustle player,
Right.
He was more of like a hustle defensive guy. He wasn't I'm finna put 30 on your head type guy or take over a game.
He is now.
I'm just saying, like that's it. What happened to Julius is the opposite happened to this man. He was like, man, I'm finna set this on fire.
Well,
like,
I mean,
give me the ball.
I see what you're saying. He didn't have hella high scoring games throughout the season, but he had broke 30 a few times. Like, it's not like we didn't know he could score.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Dylan is shining underneath the lights where some others are starting to dim.
Right.
He's taking this limelight. Memphis isn't a team that gets to play on national TV a lot. New York is. Not to compare the two, but now they out here, they got playoff games every night, and he's like, I'm going to show y'all boys. And again, I'm going to say it again, motherfuckers is trying to get paid.
That's what it comes down to.
Contracts coming out next year, he might slide and give him 70, 80 million, maybe even 100. Maybe Memphis like,
what you think his agent said to him?
I don't know. He might not have said nothing. That's probably
right.
Oh no, he said something. That motherfucker. If he didn't say something, he said it after the first game of the playoffs. He said, "Oh, I didn't know, you got. Well, if you can continue this, I might be able to."
He put a little more activator in his hair, went back out
right.
there.
Or no, maybe he took the activator out. He said, "Okay, I'm done with this pretty shit. I'm about to go out there." But you know what? Him and Trae Young remind me of the Afro Samurai of the NBA. Just because their hair has that little, you ever notice it has that little flowing patch? Like they make cuts to the rim and you can see a little flowing in the it's like, nigga, you Afro Samurai out there. You cutting some lanes with that little hairdo you got.
Trae Young's hair is just dry. Nigga hair just dry.
Man.
Dry.
He gonna be bald by the time he either he gonna be bald or he's gonna be NBA's newest Evan Fournier in the next 3 years. You remember Evan Fournier had them braids? He was trying to keep that motherfucking hair. He used to put the twos in.
Struggle braids, like what's that boxer name? What's that nigga name? He got the struggle braids.
Sean Porter.
Yeah,
Sean Porter got that thick shit. Fournier just ain't got nothing on the right here.
Well, yeah, Fournier fell off. I'm talking about, but Sean Bradley, it's like
Sean Porter.
It's like starts here and it ends right here.
You know that nigga from Cleveland.
That's what's up. Cut your hair off.
And he podcast too. Sean Porter, we want you on the podcast just so you can talk shit about this man.
Hey, I ain't got nothing. There ain't nothing to talk shit about.
I guess you
have y'all heard about John Morant's past 5 games? I'm actually pretty impressed with his past 5 games. Scoring wise, 23, 28, 47, 26, 35.
He at 47?
Yeah, he at 47.
We didn't even bring him up on the young players. This is year 2.
Yeah, he's year 2. In game 2 against Utah, he played 43 minutes, scored 47 points. Was 15 for 20. I didn't see 15. That. Yeah, he was 15 for 26, 4 rebounds, 7 assists.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
I believe
it's Donovan Mitchell come back that game or the game after that?
I want to say
the game after.
Yeah, that's probably why. No, I can't.
Because Donovan Mitchell came back game 3 and he hit 29, 2, 5, and 1. He didn't have the best shooting game either, though. He shot same as Bradley Beal, 9 of 23.
Yeah, he's.
But that's to be right. That's to be expected coming back. But I mean, regardless. The only reason why I didn't mention Ja is because, don't get me wrong, I don't know if I want to give him all that.
He has problems in his game. His shooting needs to come up.
Right, he has problems in his game, but I was going to say he is the most exciting point guard to watch. I was going to give him that. I was going to say he's the most exciting point guard to watch when you watch where he leaps from and he's catching oops and he's still dropping dimes. Like, he is exciting. I just need more all-around consistency to his game, and I would put him up there with young breakout talent. But I just don't feel like he's where he needs to be as far as breakout in Memphis. Anytime I'm saying you better watch your heels, Dylan Brooks is on them, you're not breaking out. You're giving another man an opportunity to exceed you is what you're doing. Now, 47, I didn't see it. That's a great feat with or without Donovan Mitchell. That's factual. But I need more all-around consistency. Maybe after this offseason, he could be one of the best point guards in the league, but top 3. I don't think Steph is going to give you 1, and I don't think Kyrie is going to give you 2. But I think you could be top 3 if you rounded off your game.
You put him past Lillard?
You want to slide out? You want to slide Dame out the picture?
No, I forgot all about Dame. And Dame has been... That's exactly why Dame needs to get the fuck out of Portland.
It's too loyal.
You need to get out of Portland. You shot 12 for 17 from 3 in game 4 and lost.
That's what he said.
With 55 points.
That's what he said.
You got to get the fuck up out of Portland, G. You got to get out of there. You have to. You have to. If no one else will tell you, Dame, you have to get the fuck up out of Portland.
But maybe Dame's like you, Clip. Maybe Dame's like, I'd rather go with the devil I know than the devil I don't know.
But it's different when it's different. Listen, so you know the only difference is right now all the things that I'm good at aren't in a open arena. Okay. You know what I mean? Where Dame, the competition sees Dame on a nightly basis. The competition doesn't see me. So they don't know I'll commit to him. That's why I say it's better the devil you know, because I've already worked my way into places that they can't get me out of.
Right.
Now here, they don't know how good I am to be like, we'll take a risk. So that's why I say that. But in a Dame Lillard perspective, doesn't make sense too. Everybody knows you even may be the best. You could make an argument for the best point guard out of the 3. You could. It's just not enough people watching to see.
I would say complete. Yeah, the whole complete package.
Defense, all that. Dame Lillard.
For defense.
Where would you?
You said
what?
What
Would y'all like to see?
The Kyrie and Steph aren't exactly your defensive forces on the court.
Dame is a lot better than all of them. As far as D goes, I'll say.
But like as far as we're around it, not only can he shoot, he can dribble, he can dunk on you,
he can pass.
Going up the court, and I can pass.
I can shoot from anywhere in the gym range.
I have the confidence. I have the unwavering confidence that's needed to be a top tier point guard.
I agree 110%.
Where would y'all like to see Dame go? If y'all were Dame, where would you want to go?
I wouldn't go to no Lakers. I wouldn't team up with no LeBron or anything like that. That's a fact. What I'd probably do is I'd probably go to New York.
Which New York? Well, Brooklyn. You're talking about New York?
New York
like
Knicks?
Or...
Yeah. Go out to the East. It's a little easier out there. You already got an established team in New York. Everybody's still not making the biggest amount of money there. So you can still get a nice amount of pay. And you can, baby step Julius Randle into being a little better. You know what I mean? I'll lead the team. Because that's the only reason why Julius Randle isn't doing what he needs to do is because he knows it's expected of me too. I'm the only one that can get us here, and that's a lot of pressure on me. But if Dame was there, he could say, hey, little baby, I got you. Just keep up. Just take that shot. Just do your thing. You feel me? And right now, I don't see another team that's close enough that he could take over and be an asset to. Can't go to Atlanta.
I would say
can't go to Miami.
I would say Bulls.
No.
But
no, that would be another team they're right on the brink. I could see that.
Say the Heat, though. I think the Heat. That's what the Heat needs. Somebody.
The Heat do need that, but that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all with Jimmy and all them.
You don't think so?
No,
I think Jimmy.
No. Because Dame's still not passed first.
What? Who does he need to pass to?
Jimmy.
Jimmy doesn't. Jimmy. First of all,
Jimmy got style. Jimmy got soul. What is that? What was that?
Man, look, man. I know you like Jimmy Butler a lot.
That was from Dream Girls. Yeah.
Jimmy Butler is not. He's one of those people that if he knows he's not the top tier scorer on the team, he will take his role.
Right. No, I agree with that.
He'll be the defensive guy, and he'll still score.
I agree with that.
Because he's still number 2 on the team, as far as I'm concerned, scoring. Because if I got to pick a score between Jimmy Butler and Dame Lillard, Come on,
Dame all
Dame.
day.
Yeah,
Dame all day.
you're not getting the ball at the last second, Jimmy. So
Why did
really,
they give it to CJ game 5?
Tripping.
Why did they give it to CJ game 5? Dame took you into 2 overtimes with buzzer beaters, and you gave it to CJ at the end?
that's one of them. Like you gotta be like, I know they good. I know they tight. But it's probably like in the locker room. Like, look, man, let me just, next
I
time.
don't think.
Next time, nigga, I'm shooting this shit because.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the coach was on some roulette table shit. Like, okay, Dame hit 2 in a row. He's not going to hit 3. Let's give it to CJ.
Maybe CJ was adamant about it. I got this, guys. It's me. I got it, man.
But the shot, if you remember the shot, it wasn't like it was a clear shot. He took it fading into the 3-point line because he was doubled when he took it.
He still believes until the end.
And there was still 3 seconds left on the clock. You could have passed it. I'm not saying that would have been the best bet because I'd much rather CJ take a contested shot than passing it off to somebody that's not right. But it's just like, why would you make that move? That move was just, I was so shocked to see that.
That's dumbfounded.
I was shocked to see what Dame did.
You might have said the same. He might have said the same thing to himself. Man, that was a dumb. I shouldn't have shot that shit. Let's move forward. You know what I'm saying? I thought I shouldn't have shot it.
And
he might be very much aware that he fucked up.
Right. And CJ is not the kind of guy that fucks up a lot. You know what I mean? You can guarantee, he's almost like a spades hand. You can guarantee 3 and a possible off CJ. So he's not gonna fuck up again like that.
And he's cool in the cut too, just like Damon.
Right.
He's cool in the cut. Yeah, they both got that mid-major background and coming from basically, we all know the background, but they both kind of have the same attitude of
that blue collar, let's just get it done type shit.
That's what y'all at.
That's the 2022 generational athlete. Fuck these prima donnas. Nobody wants to see him anymore. We want the blue collar, let me just work hard guy. Mm-hmm. That's right. What we want. We're back there again.
Hey, I do like how Dame celebrate. I think Dame celebrate the best. His celebrations are always.
What you mean? How so?
Because he doesn't.
Right. Like how he laid in the crowd after he hit like on Russ. Right. He's stupid. Listen. That's exactly what he do though. That's exactly how he do. Listen. Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. I can't say that he might be number 1.
You want to talk about Dame and the Nuggets? I mean, the Blazers said the Dame and the Nuggets. The Blazers and the Nuggets?
Yeah, that's you damn near had it right, but yeah,
right.
We can definitely do that. First and foremost, I want to say Nikola Jokic. He's the fucking truth.
Oh shit.
All around fucking truth. He's the truth. I didn't know he had it like that. He had 37, 15 for 20 shooting. And was like some crazy shit from 3. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this dude?
He's like the old white gym teacher they used to play back in the day, but never told nobody.
Right, something.
5-on-5s. Here come Mr. Jokic. All right, now here we go.
Man, I mean, he's a dog. He is a dog. You got to give him that. He's a fucking dog.
It just doesn't look like it. Like, man, this game is so ugly to me.
That might be what makes it even better to watch, because you look at him like, oh, he ain't shit, and then he's just that shot behind his head, and he releases it behind his head too. Like you don't even see it. He just throws it up, and it's
rainbow.
Joker's like like Billy off of White Men Can't Jump, and they thought he couldn't do nothing and he could ball.
You know what? You might be right. You might be right.
Introducing to the team, they brought him wearing regular street clothes and shit.
I feel like that's more of a Luka than a
oh
Joker.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I think Luka kind of has more of a cool on court persona to where he carries it the whole game. Luka, after you play with Luka for a little bit, Luka has an attitude, right?
But so did
Billy.
what's his real
Joker?
name? Woody
Nah.
Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody.
No, but I'm talking about between Doncic and Nikola. I'm talking about as a comparison of both of them two. Nikola's more of the cool, calm, and collected. I'm starting to see Doncic being a little bit more, not to say prima donna-ish or some shit like that, but he's starting to complain on a LeBron level.
So you
all the time.
no, I agree there. So what you saying that Jamal Murray is Wesley Snipes?
This nigga Jamal Murray I mean, he could be.
Is he the guy? Is he the guy that runs the shit?
I mean, he's not playing right now.
I mean, but he's hurt though. But he definitely seems like.
Was he ever really running it though? If you look at the movie, was Wesley Snipes ever really running?
I think that's Joker's team.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
that's a rewatch.
I
don't remember.
I don't know. That's the well. No, I guess he would have to be because didn't he have the issue with the gambling shit?
It was Pinky in the Brain. That's what it was.
So who was Pinky? And who was the brain?
Probably Woody, because Wesley Snipes was the
Wesley Snipes was the brain. Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, that's what I would think.
Because Woody Harrelson was the one really out there.
Nigga, Rosie Perez was the brains of the operation.
Hey,
yeah, she was.
Came up from the Jeopardy and all that. She was like, just bet on me. And this nigga fucking around betting on this jumper.
Made loud spoons popular. Men real popular.
You said what? She made what?
Made loud Spanish women popular. She was so loud and obnoxious, but I loved it.
I loved Rosie Perez.
Everybody loved this. I guess because she wasn't talking to me all the time. But
yeah, no, I couldn't have dealt with it though. But I loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have dealt with that. Anyway, recap. Where we at? On not recap? Where we at? Touch
Nuggets.
Base on the.
In the
40-37 Atlanta over Knicks. 63-65 Washington Philly over Washington.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how long that's gonna last. That might change.
And Embiid
Wizards up by 1.
I don't think so. I'm not watching. They just got the score up in the corner.
So Embiid is not playing.
That's what I thought.
They're gonna do the Hacker-bean again. Y'all seen that? We did Hacker-bean for like the last until the 2-minute mark. Hey, I like this. I still stand by my nigga.
He got bad wrist though. His wrist game ain't popping. That nigga fuck up a batch, boy.
You tell see that fight like that and he walks stiff to the free throw line like this?
Like he nervous. Listen. Yeah, I mean, but they do that. They do that shit to LeBron, and it works half the time too.
LeBron is,
LeBron has no reason like to be that awful at free throws.
Man, yeah, I don't know what his deal is. Maybe with his age or something. He getting all
he's always had problems with free throws
since the beginning.
His whole career.
Listen, that motherfucker got a 63% free throw percentage. I don't know. I just threw that out. So anybody that's stat thinking,
his career is like high 70s, low 80s.
I think so too. I think it's high. I think it's.
But in the beginning, though, it was like
mid to high 70s, honestly.
75 or something, 72. Like the first few years he was playing, niggas was trying to put that nigga on the line because he might not.
Listen,
especially when it's crunch time.
But if you can hit a 3, you can hit a free throw, and Ben Simmons can't hit a 3, so it's tough to think that you're expected to hit the free throw, whereas LeBron can hit the 3. So hit the fucking free throw, chump. You're a veteran. Are you telling me that you ain't put up enough free throws? So you put up enough 3s, but you haven't put up enough free throws?
They ain't practicing free throws for some reason.
Listen, maybe that's why they're losing.
You got to cut something out for the cryogenic chamber. Where the fuck you be using? You know what I'm saying? You need some time. You need an hour. He sacrificed that time from the free throw, right?
I can see that in Space Jam, in the Space Jam 2, and the Suns games.
You making remakes of movies and shit.
That nigga was in a deprivation tank thinking about life decisions, and he wasn't putting up free throws. But we ain't gonna move on to LeBron quite yet. We gonna keep Malcolm in the hot seat. Right now, we're talking about Blazers, Nuggets, and what about Norman Powell's performance in Game 4? Did y'all see that?
What did he do?
29. He was 29, 2-1, but he was 4 for 4 from 3, shooting 11 from 15 from the field. My nigga was going dumb.
He was aggressive.
My nigga was going dumb.
Real aggressive, man. You can see a lot. Like you can see, it's funny. You can see the niggas that want to get paid. Like you want to get paid. I see you playing the way that you should.
And he should get paid. He should get paid.
My attention.
Honestly,
you trying to get my attention. It's working.
Honestly, I don't think that they're using him right. Because let's be honest, that motherfucker got championship experience.
In Toronto?
Yes, none of y'all have any.
Carmelo.
Not with who?
I be forgetting about
Melo. With the
Like,
Olympics?
what I'm trying to say is like none of y'all have that. And I would point that nigga out.
Oh, okay.
Old nigga in the back.
Okay, I thought you were saying maybe Melo. Yeah, no, we don't count the Olympics, chump.
No,
but
I'm sorry,
chump was harsh, chump.
Y'all know what I was thinking about the other day? I want to get y'all's take on this. When it comes to Carmelo Anthony, right? They always put him and LeBron in the same or similar categories since they came up together, played in high school against each other.
Right.
This whole talks. Do y'all feel like Carmelo ended up living up to who people thought he was going to be?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel like Carmelo...
I'll say yeah, just because you made it top 10 on the scoring list. That's the one thing that will give me the nod in saying, yeah, you may not have got the rings, but I'll give you that just off the scoring. Secondly, I think it's kind of impressive that you went through we went through, 2 years or 3 years of Syracuse? 2 years, I believe.
I believe 2, yeah.
1.
He won. I thought he played 2. I know he won the Nationals. Was that his freshman year?
I think he did win his freshman year.
Oh, I thought that was sophomore for some reason.
I think it was a year ahead of LeBron because they both came to the league at the same time.
Right.
So Carmelo was a year ahead. Went after 1, and LeBron left out of high school.
That might be right. That sounds right.
Dwayne Wade might have been in college for about 2-3 years.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade was in there for a little bit.
Yeah, nigga, he was at Marquette marinating. But yeah, Carmelo won that championship with nigga.
Okay, well, yeah, no, it's not. I guess it's not as impressive then. I don't know. I thought he had like 2 years on LeBron, and I was thinking the fact that he's still, the longevity wise for you still.
But it's unfair. Like if you put Carmelo in a draft class behind that or ahead of that, he's the best player in that draft class, hands down.
Down.
Carmelo with the Nuggets was a problem. Man. The whole time he was there. The nigga was dope. It just wasn't really the team.
Carmelo the first couple years with the Knicks wasn't bad.
That's what I'm saying. But to his also credit, even though he took a whole year and some change off because niggas didn't want him on the team, he's still around playing consistent basketball. Carmelo's going to get you 12, 14, 2-3 assists, maybe some rebounds or something, and he's going to help the Young Bucks out in halftime. He's like, look, man, y'all.
Another Spades hand.
You know what I'm saying? So
you got 3 in the possible with Melo. Two in the possible.
I think he did. I think he did what he was supposed to do. You had a long career. You were all-star. You have other accolades and shit. Is Carmelo a Hall of Famer? Yes.
Yeah, I give him that. You gotta give him that. He's top 10 on the scoring list.
Melo's like the Dan Marino in the NBA.
Maybe so.
That might be. Yeah, my light bulb lit up when you said that. I think that's a great comparison.
Because Dan Marino, I didn't get a chance to. Hey, y'all older. Dan Marino. But my point is,
I'm that old.
You said what? What you say?
I'm that old. I said I'm that old. I watched Dan Marino play live, and that nigga was nice.
Yeah, I never got a chance to see him.
I have as
well.
I
wish I did.
I have as well. So yeah, I can't say too much, but fuck boy, you only what?
I'll be 29 in December.
Yeah.
So 6 years?
I'm 6 years. Yeah.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit enough to be calling me old, G.
Listen, you closer to 40 than me, both of y'all. I ain't even hit 30.
Right, but it's gonna hit you harder than it hit me.
We'll see. We will see.
30s hit hard for my ass, boy. Listen, I don't know how it hit you, but nigga, man.
You know me, I haven't learned to stop.
We was young, man. We started off real early.
Yeah, you're right. But I haven't learned. I've definitely cooled down, but I haven't learned to stop hurting myself. And
we know.
I hurt myself constantly, and it gives me more confidence because I feel like I'm a fucking tank to be able to take all the injuries that I sustain and don't go to the hospital.
Well, that's pride.
No, that's I was about to say some. You got it right. I was about to say some ignorant shit. That's frugal. That's I'm not paying for that.
Right.
It's not like I would pay it anyway.
No, but
right.
Give a fuck if that shit hits my credit. Hit that credit, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Nah. If I get shot in the arm or some shit, nigga, you gonna have to, nigga, let's call me an Uber or some shit. I might even drive myself to that motherfucker. Do not call an ambulance. It's 8 G's.
Listen,
I think we'll do this. I think I'm gonna be all right.
I tried to walk to the car when I got my leg blown off because that ambulance fee.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty. I think I would give up then. That's a little.
Oh no, I didn't make it a step.
Yeah, I know. And then you learn.
And I probably did more damage, but that's how I do. I lean in before I pull out.
Let's just say you blessed, man.
More ways than one, but
right, yeah,
but
yeah.
You know, I'm blessed. My guardian angel's watching over me, baby. But I'm sick of this motherfucker looking confident in the camera. Let's get on to these motherfucking Lakers.
Get on them. Get on them. Come on,
don't be smiling like that, Aaron. What you got to say? You throw the first blow. I'm following up.
I got something. I'm gonna start off corny, right? Because at the end of the last game, your boy walked off. There was like some minutes left.
AD.
No, LeBron. LeBron left the game early.
Left the game early, and somebody wrote an article which I thought was corny, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just because.
Okay, that's not necessarily corny. Read that shit.
No, I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna say what they said.
Oh, okay.
They said LeBron.
Paraphrase portion of the shit.
He said he started a whole new version of GOAT, and that was go off and tank. And then we start losing, just go off somewhere and just start losing. Just quit early, nigga. Give up. Cry. Cry, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Be sad. But I'm saying though, like, for real though, like, you got, I mean, as the leader of the team, you can't just
that's dumb. That's ignorant.
You can't just jump off the ship.
You know, that's beyond ignorant. I was upset when I heard that. Like, really? Like, I didn't really? Like, I know you throw fits, but, and I get it. They took an L by 30.
Y'all back in the locker room. This nigga already fully dressed and shit, showered.
So brass tacks. Brass tacks. Do y'all see him coming out of this first round?
Could. It's not impossible.
I don't think you can ever count LeBron out. Never. With or without AD, I don't think you can count LeBron out.
But if he does, he's going to use up a lot of energy he needs to beat the next team.
Right.
And I think he can lose that series easy.
So is AD coming back, or you think he's out for the rest of?
If I'm LeBron, I'm like, look, hey, I know you sore or some shit like that. Come to the crib. I got all types of shit for that. You know what I'm saying? We can help you out. Whatever. Listen,
cryogenics, sleep deprivation.
I'll be like, do you need drugs?
All right. What the fuck? We need this chip, bitch.
However we gotta do it. I'm down.
I'm not confident. I'm not confident in my team right now. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like the morale. I don't like the play that I'm seeing. I don't like the injuries. I don't like the toughness the lack of toughness that I'm seeing. I just feel like
Yeah, it is a lack of toughness.
Hey.
I just feel like everybody's soft. Like I feel like Frank Vogel is trash right now as a coach. I feel like he's just. It's almost like he's turning into a substitute teacher in class, and everybody's just doing their own thing, and nobody's listening and getting the job done. That's he's just too relaxed for me. He's too.
Well, I mean,
What
what
are
did
you
you
doing?
expect? What did you expect from him when he had a team that he didn't have to lead? Like, should he now step in at the playoffs and be like, LeBron, fix your frown, turn it upside down, let's get this team on the right track? Like, nah, nigga, like, that's how you wanted it this way, right? You wanted me to play the sideline and let you do your thing. And now that this shit's falling apart, I'm supposed to step up and be like, well, hey, everybody, let's get the win.
Let me slide this in there too. Your boy Schroeder, he brought him to the team. Contavious Caldwell Pope, they both played a total of 41 minutes, and they have 0 points.
Both of them?
Yes.
Aaron brought stats for me today, huh?
No, because that's some. I would be in the room like so. Schroeder and this nigga.
Nigga, you lucky I ain't checked the box score.
There's no rookie shit I want to hear. Contavious Caldwell Pope is at least an 8 or 10 year veteran, I think.
At least 8.
Schroeder's been in the league, I think, 5-6 years or more.
Because I think he did at least 6 with Detroit.
Yeah, I'm saying like y'all stat line, that's unacceptable. Y'all gotta put some in the basket. Give me some free throws.
And you know what? Not to toot my own fucking horn, but I said it, Mal. I said in order for y'all to win this game, y'all have to be a threat from 3. There's no way you can win it without being a threat from 3. Game 3, I think LeBron was 1 from 7. Yep, 1 from 7. That was the game he ended 25, 12, and 6. 1 from 7 from 3. There's nobody out there that's any kind of threat. Clearly Caldwell Pope isn't, but I think he was hurt in game 3, so we can't count him. McLemore did hit a few that y'all definitely needed, but after watching game 4, you know what I realized is y'all ain't playing y'all's best guy.
Who's that?
Harold?
Nah. Oh, I haven't seen Harold in a while, huh?
They ain't been playing.
Harold was out. Harold.
You know what? Harold is another one, but I was thinking Horton Tucker. That's y'all's biggest energy player y'all have. Y'all don't have nobody else that goes as hard as Horton Tucker goes. And whenever he goes on the court, he puts up points, he hits threes, he may be sloppy at times, but the energy, he lifts the team's energy up by what he does out there.
That brings you to my point. What I was bringing up earlier about the Suns. When you look at the Lakers roster, Horton Tucker is the youngest role player on that team. He is the youngest. You have everybody else is a veteran, pretty much.
Right.
When you look at that list, you got fucking Drummond and the shit, and the Morris cat.
He been getting bodied. Drummond been getting bodied by DeAndre Ayton.
That's what I'm saying. And DeAndre Ayton is Horton Tucker's age or younger, right?
No.
Yes, he is. Horton Tucker's what, 22? DeAndre Ayton's like what, 21?
I thought he was older than that. Hell, he's older than 21, 20.
Who?
DeAndre Ayton? Yeah.
Are you sure about
that? That nigga been in the league for 3 years.
Has he?
Yes.
All right, well then he's 21.
He ain't come out of high school, motherfucker.
So what's that mean? Some niggas go to high school and they go to college when they're 17. And they graduate at 18 years old. And look, you give him DeAndre Ayton.
Let me look this motherfucker up. But I don't know. I mean, listen, but I know he ain't no damn 2021. That's a fact, Jack. But regardless,
is 22.
Okay,
and he'll be 23 July 23rd.
You right, baby. You right. Oh, he right around your birthday. That's the day before your shit, ain't it?
Yeah, it's close to it.
Or is it the 27th? It's the 24th, ain't it?
Nothing to get my whole government and birthday.
Nigga,
social next club.
nigga, what you want? Help? I need help. Birthday 8/28. Look up the age. It shouldn't be hard to figure out. You know my name. It's on the screen, bitch. Help my fucking credit. No, I'm just playing. It ain't that low. But you can't do much hurt. Is all I'm getting at. I catch it before that shit ever.
My credit is pretty decent, but what I'm trying to say is the Suns as a whole, as a team, on average, is a younger team, more energy. You have LeBron James, who's supposed to be the most energetic, the most contributing player, and he's 36. How long can you hold that without AD to back you up? Because now, without AD there, we can guard these other sorry niggas. We don't have to guard AD. We can guard everybody else one-on-one.
Even Kuzma, though. Even Kuzma.
Kuzma can get guarded. It's not like he can't. Check out.
Kuzma's trash, man.
Listen, I think I'm not going to say I agree. I'm not going to say I agree, but I'm going to say that Kuzma's not, he's clearly not what we thought he was.
No.
Now, it's not that he's not what we thought he was. What you got, cuz?
They chose him out of all the niggas you got rid of.
Listen, and that's what I'm saying. Out of Brandon Ingram and Julius Randle, I definitely would have wanted to keep one of them over Kuzma. Now, to be honest, though, in Britt's defense, at the time, I would not have thought that way. At the time, I would have expected Kuzma to be the best player out of those three. At the time.
These are the niggas you brought in, is what I'm trying to say. You got rid of the young talent, the young energy, and you brought in these old niggas.
Young, underpaid talent at that.
And you brought in these old niggas with Anthony Davis. But these old niggas. That's all I'm saying. Like that, I think that's where I think LeBron and the Lakers ownership kind of fucked up. Like, man, we should, get a lot of veteran players, and it worked last year in the bubble, which was, I guess you can make a case on that's an asterisk or not. But
no, it ain't an asterisk.
So, but this year, hey, it's 10 less games. You didn't have that gangster ass break in the middle where niggas could recover from injuries, which AD probably had. He probably recovered from some shit and came back strong as hell. Now he stretched AD out a whole year. It's not working out. He's out there hobbling. Even if he does come out and play the next game, we all know he's not going to be 100%.
And then they see the winners of Utah and what's the name, right?
Yeah, Utah and the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah, no, they would see the winner of Utah and the Grizzlies.
Two young, energetic teams. Well, the Jazz not so much, but definitely the Memphis is definitely.
Listen. What's the name? Bogdanovich locked LeBron up in Indiana.
Oh, you talking about the other Bogdanovich?
Yeah, not from Atlanta.
The Boyan or Bogdan?
Yeah, it's Boyan. Boyan locked him up in Indiana, so I'm sure he's like, let me see this motherfucker again. I got him. Especially older.
And Joe Ingles gonna talk shit. That's what Joe Ingles does. He don't play good. Well, he plays good basketball. Don't get me wrong.
He doesn't play bad basketball.
But he's one of the people that he just get like. I just watching him play. This nigga gets on my nerves. But I like it if he was on my team.
I would want Ingles. They got enough. There's a reason why they were number one, and especially with Jordan Clarkson out there, just to have.
Sixth man of the year.
Jordan Clarkson's the truth. That's
like having a Uzi as a sidearm. Like, yeah, this motherfucker gonna spit, and I know it. Might not have a whole lot of minutes in it, i.e. rounds, but once these motherfuckers spit, they gonna put points on the board. I promise you that.
After I spit this, I got at least 10 seconds of quiet.
Right.
Real quiet in this bitch. Niggas figure out what's going on, and I'll probably be out by then.
Right. He's stupid as fuck. Yeah, but yeah, they are equipped. They're equipped. And I don't like you said, I don't know if the Lakers get out of this first round 2 questions. Do the Lakers get out this first round? And if they do, is it a better or worse playoff?
I think if LeBron, you want Malcolm to go first?
No.
I think if LeBron pulls through this, AD-less, right, and then somehow trudges through the next round with meager things, I'm gonna have a hard time, arguing against. I'm trying to give him his credit because it's possible. I'm not saying
think of it that way.
But at the same time, if LeBron gets 30'd again, if they 30 his ass up again, and it's an elimination game, I'll be in the locker room twisting up my towel like, man.
Who about to choke with this bitch? Is it Vogel? Is it Caldwell Pope? Who the fuck am I choking with this? AD? Everybody. Listen, that's what his queen is for, though. His queen is the one to say, listen, this is about legacy. Because niggas don't see the clear picture. I wouldn't have even thought of that. That thought would have never even come to my mind, that imagine what that will go down as far as the history books say if you pull this off without AD.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either. It's
that's
possible. That's LeBron. It's possible.
That's the alternate ending. Real ending is sad.
Here we go. Give me dot connector points. Here we go, LeBron. You was talking about how similar you are to Tom Brady. Now's your time to show it. You feel me?
Hey.
Yeah, Tom Brady will get it done. Tom Brady don't lose. Tom Brady, he's the same athlete as you, LeBron. Let's show us.
42.
Let's show us. It's gonna be hard, but shit, I can't doubt LeBron after all I've seen. I'm a Cleveland fan.
I think at this rate, I don't think we're going to get past the Suns at this rate. I'm also concerned about the wear and tear on LeBron, to Aaron's point, because if LeBron does have to play by himself, so to speak, without AD. I'm not confident on the rest of his healthiness throughout the playoffs. The fact that he's been injury prone this year, and it's something we haven't really seen from LeBron as far as his injury and significance on time being out. Right. That concerns me, especially at his age. I'm not too confident in my Lakers. I'm hoping they prove me wrong and they do pull through, but I'm even scared if they make it to the second round or so, just because, like y'all said,
that's where
can
the real
y'all make
shit
it
goes.
Through?
Right. That's where the real shit happens. And we're only at the second round, and we're already looking at it like that's where it gets tough.
First round.
It gets tough for damn near everybody at that point.
If LeBron loses this shit and he brings up that fucking playoff, the play-ins, and that had something to do, I was stressed out. I couldn't, I played too many. Really, I played, this amount of games. Don't do that, man. If you lose,
and then we're all going to say, Aaron, and we're all going to say, well, LeBron, how many games did you sit out this season?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I recall, right before the play-ins, you got plenty of rest.
If I bought Lakers tickets and your motherfucking ass sit out, man.
Where's your address? Let me find your address. Do you got a celebrity tour on Hollywood Boulevard? Because I need to know where you stay at.
I'm gonna get a carton of eggs. I'm gonna go old school.
You're gonna have to have an arm to get from that security gate to his front door.
I'm gonna freeze them.
and you know that fan pressure in LA.
You said what?
It's different in LA.
Right. LA ain't built the same though. They ain't built like Midwest cities. We burn our city down when we win.
Nigga, you think they won't riot? You think Compton and them niggas won't try to pull up and find out where the hell LeBron live? Somebody know where LeBron stay.
Like that.
Somebody know where LeBron stay. I know it's not hard to find.
Taking not one trip. That's a fact.
Man,
I would feel some type of way about that if they did that shit. I'd be like, damn,
right? Ain't no big.
You hear what Snoop Dogg said about the Lakers? You heard what he said?
Nah, what'd he say?
That nigga went off. He said,
I want to hear it.
That nigga went off. He said, all y'all playing soft. He said, y'all playing like shit. Y'all suck. Like he's like, y'all suck. Like y'all get your shit together. You know, Snoop Dogg, I'm sure know where LeBron stay.
Listen, tell Snoop Dogg, shut the fuck up. You rage quit Madden.
Yeah, like look.
Right,
look.
hey, he did, didn't he?
Right, so shut the fuck up. We talking about playoffs right now, and that's big cuz. Stop playing. But shut the fuck up. This is real.
Right.
This ain't fan shit, nigga. You ain't out there on a court shooting in the gym.
Oh, cuz, give me a jersey.
Right, yeah, stop all that.
Chill out. But I get as a fan, I get where he's coming from. But
yeah, everybody gets emotional as fans. Yeah. I'm a fucking Cleveland fan.
What I'm trying to say is last year they had the same core group. I think there's a couple, changes here and there, but it's the same core group. That was the same that won your championship last year. When they lose and fuck up this year, stub they toe, hey, that's the same team y'all was doing. It wasn't like it's a whole shift change. Nigga. This is the same niggas. It's just a whole different circumstance. Nigga.
Nah, it ain't the same. Yeah, it ain't the same.
Those asterisks there now.
Rondo's gone, Aaron. Danny Green's gone.
Dwight Howard's
gone.
JaVale McGee's
gone.
Who got rid of those motherfuckers? For the most part.
LeBron and Frank Vogel and Rick Pitino. What's his? Not Rick Pitino. Rob Pelinka.
Touche.
And I think the same people that he wanted to stay there are there. Is all I'm trying to say. I know that, like I said, there are a couple changes. That's what LeBron get to say. LeBron, I heard Dwight Howard talking about he might not want to be here. Go and get him out of here, right?
Dwight said he wanted to stay. Dwight was shocked that he got traded. He didn't even know he was leaving.
Oh, well, then that might be what it was. LeBron might have pushed the button in like, hey, look, he might have called himself. Hey, Dwight, what's up? Hey, man, go and bring your playbook downstairs and your iPad and everything and meet me in the lobby. Bet. Whole ownership there.
If y'all remember, do you remember I told y'all that game earlier in the season when Montrez and Dwight got into it, when the Sixers and the Lakers played us, they got into like this I think Dwight got ejected. They got into like this shoving match. It was weak as hell.
Montrez and Dwight Howard? Oh, you talking about after Dwight got traded? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think that was because it's kind of like the new boyfriend type deal.
Right.
Oh, that's who y'all got rid of me and you got him now. Like,
I'm
I think
taking Montrez over Dwight Howard.
I mean, as far as how Dwight was fitting in with us last year, I don't know. As far as seeing like how they both been playing out.
Well, you've seen a little bit more than I did. You did.
They had a way bigger team last year with Dwight Howard. They used to run AD
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't
AD at the 3, JaVale at the 5, and sometimes Dwight or what was that dude? I think Mark was on the team last year too.
Who?
Marc Gasol.
No, he wasn't on there.
Mark wasn't there last year.
He wasn't on there the year that they won it. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know they used to run a big ass squad. Sometimes it'd be like on average.
It was AD, Mark.
Y'all had 3 centers though. Besides AD, besides JaVale, and you said Mark, not Mark, Dwight.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
But besides Dwight and JaVale, y'all did have another center. I can't remember who it was.
But
it was like it was a nobody. I'll give them that, but they had depth at every position is what I'm getting at. Last year,
right.
This year, not so much. It almost seems like you tried to strengthen your front court, but you didn't do it with the picks available. You did it with you didn't do it with the picks you should have. You did it with the picks available.
Right, man.
And I feel like that's the downfall. Go ahead, cuz. Oh, I thought you was about to say something, Mark. I thought you was
about no. I was just, like I said, I mean, it's just, team is soft. The team does not come out there. And I've never pegged LeBron as one of my GOATs. So whenever I hear him in the GOAT talk anyways, I cringe because that's never going to be one of my GOATs. And everybody else is different.
Stop the bullshit. Listen, I'll say it. Jordan is the GOAT. Stop fucking bullshitting if LeBron's not the closest, if not right on that motherfucker's heels. He's right on his heels right now. If he plays 2 more years, regardless of rings, stat-wise, because what you got to understand is Jordan's legacy dies with us, with me and Aaron. We were the last ones to see him play live, to see what he did live. No one else has seen that. So once we die, our generation dies, all they're going to rule this shit off of is what's on paper. And on paper, LeBron's already the GOAT. And that's a fact.
Dr. J.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. So you got to think. You got to think once we're done and it's on your kids, they ain't going to be talking about no Jordan. They're not going to talk about Jordan until one of us say, look up Michael Jordan. You don't, what are you, look up Michael Jordan and watch him on YouTube and tell me what you think. And even still, they won't gather that connection like someone like me or he did watching him live.
Shit. This is what hand checking is. See that when he got his hand
right.
on the hip?
Right. Back when that was when it was a physical game, when it was a good game.
So y'all's GOAT walks off the court whenever they're getting blown out by 30 and gets dressed early, like Aaron said.
Let it be known.
Well, not yet. He's not there yet.
Say that. I personally slide Kobe in there right now.
That's over Jordan? No. Or over LeBron, I meant. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
That's like a personal thing because I watched Kobe play too.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. The only rebuttal that I have, and Malk knows that I have, is there's a difference between emulating your game after and copying altogether. And Kobe copied altogether, so I don't have a good what's the word? I don't have a good gauge of your game as opposed to what I have of Jordan and LeBron. Your game looks like exactly like even the spots on the court are Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so that's not a bad idea.
No, it's not. It's not bad if you can pull it off, which is why he does get put in the conversation. But that's not your game. I still don't know who Kobe is.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where
I know who Bron is. I know who Jordan is. I don't know who Kobe is because I know who Jordan is and I know who you look like.
Well, I know that I'm gonna.
That's like saying Milli Vanilli is one of the top boy bands. No, you're not. You look like somebody else that.
Is that a boy band or is that a boy group? Is that a group?
Well, you know what I mean.
It's just two niggas.
Right.
I'm pretty confident.
Touche. I see what you're getting at.
I'm pretty confident because even though I didn't see Jordan's last game, I know he didn't do this, and I know LeBron won't do it either because he's already breaking down. These guys aren't going to drop 60-plus points in their last game before they retire. Jordan didn't drop 60-plus points in his last game, probably on the Wizards, before he retired. And LeBron will not, no matter what team he plays for, drop 60 or more points in his last game when he retires.
Maybe he replied
very too much before he left. Niggas ain't finna let MJ slide out like that. Kobe was on a world tour his last season. He was on a world tour.
And Kobe was more respected than either of them.
Was he?
Factually. And the only reason why I say that is because Jordan was not respected by his peers.
Yeah, they hated that man.
It was clear from The Last Dance. Even his own teammates despised that motherfucker. Now, you may respect what he's able to do, but what I'm getting at is you aren't respected like Kobe was. Kobe, they were damn near underhanding passes to him to shoot the three for him to get 62 in that last game.
In that season, yes.
But yeah, in that season. That's a young guy.
Well, yeah, no, because before that, he hit the what? That was probably 3 years before he hit the 81.
And then, like I said, he had a world tour his last season. It was a tour. Niggas knew he was retiring. They had movies and shit, and not movies, but the shit they play.
No, I know what you mean. That's what I was getting at when I was saying motherfuckers was underhanding you passes to shoot. Like it wasn't like people were trying to push their stats. No, just being on the court with Kobe, it's his last year. I'm gonna give it to him.
Plus Mike's last real year.
Nobody did that to Mike.
No, but
and nobody's going to do it to LeBron.
I'm saying his last real year, he was going after a championship. So there's no way in hell your last game is going to look like that if you're going after a championship. His last real year to me, you can say the Wizard shit. That's just him
I
trying
get
to
what you're
prove
getting at.
his last game was based upon getting a chip. Kobe's last game was like, nigga, we're not making the playoffs.
Right.
No, we're not going to do shit.
Just make me look good.
Here you go.
Right. That's facts. That's absolute facts. Nobody's going to do that for LeBron, and nobody did that for Jordan. Period.
I think LeBron will go out on top. So you're right. I hope we go out on some type of top. I hope he doesn't just lose in the first round and retire. That'd be
man, I can see it.
I could see it. And I'm gonna tell you why I could see it. The only reason why I could see it is because, as we've stated on this podcast, time and time again, I probably said it at least 10 times. LeBron is not a general. He's not a general. So even if he makes it out of this year and chooses to revamp that Lakers team, unless he gets a Steph Curry, and unless Steph Curry has a healthy year, you still don't have a shot. You feel what I'm saying? You still don't have a shot. Now, if there's a chance that y'all can be a slightly above 500 team with a Steph Curry and make it to the playoffs, y'all do take it all the way. There's a chance at that. But what I'm getting at right now is that's a hard bargain to toe. Assuming you get a Steph, assuming Steph stays healthy, assuming you stay healthy, regardless of what other pieces you have on the team, as long as you have decent role players and you don't trade away people based off of paper, and what I mean by that is stats, trade them away off of work ethic, off of how hard they work out there. Why haven't you seen Montrezl Harrell? I don't think there's another big out there that works as hard as he does. Do you know of one, Malk?
Works as more or much as Montrezl Harrell?
As hard as Montrezl Harrell does down there?
The nigga Taj Gibson.
I mean, Zion Williamson.
Well, I'm just saying in general on the Lakers.
No.
You know, he does. He's a dirty work guy.
Why is he not playing? Why is Courtney Tucker not playing? Now, granted, he's a young buck, but still, that man puts points on the board. And y'all have gone on 0-20 runs. I don't think it was 0-20. I do think it was like 0-16. I think it was 4-20. But regardless,
they lost by 30. So, damn it, something happened tragic during that game. And the second part about that is when it comes to like LeBron, look, damn, I just lost it. God damn it.
Bring it back, LeBron. Okay, we can continue. But what we were just talking about is Montrezl Harrell being the hardest worker on.
LeBron walking off the court. 3 minutes left. Nigga, that better not be your last game.
It doesn't look good. If I was Montrezl Harrell and I was thinking like this may be my last season, I'd real life sock him in his fucking mouth.
I would like what you expect from somebody like that is you go to the coach like, look, if this, because I'm not saying he's going to retire, but that's not how you want to end anything, right? Put me back in the game. Let me just see if I can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, fuck it. Just let me play to the buzzer. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Unless I tap my head or whatever, don't take me out. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to figure this out. Walking to the locker room ain't gonna do shit.
And, it ain't even
like,
about.
Like he's not like the whole general thing. You can't call yourself the leader of the team when you're the first one to quit. You quit.
It ain't even about. It's not even about that. It's about what you represent to the other motherfuckers on that team. And if you brought me here, like if I am a Caldwell Pope, thinking from the other side of the spectrum, and I fucked up all game, and I'm 0 for 12 or 0 for 14, and I see you walk to the locker room, and we still got a shot at getting past the first round, I'm thinking, oh, this nigga don't give a, he's not believing in me. Like, what does that do for my confidence at that point?
Yeah, he's not a general, nigga. That you lose the morale. It's like it's cutting the head off the snake, right? When the other team saw LeBron walk to the locker room, they knew at that moment the game was completely over with, right? When he walked off that court, the head's been chopped off. There's nothing else they can do, right? That's the whole. You're the whole team. Just sit on the bench. You ain't gotta say nothing. But when you walk off like that, and you're not injured, that's like, man. Like I said, you talk about being a general. That's what being a general is. That's what being a captain is. You go down with the ship. I don't care if this motherfucker's on fire. I'm finna sit on top of this bitch and just ride it into the water.
He's not that. He's not that. We already established that. And I love my nigga to death, but I knew you wasn't a general when you left Kevin Love in there in Cleveland with us. And I said, oh, this motherfucker just left his fucking anchor on our team like that.
You Kevin on the Lakers? No, I'm cool. Y'all keep
right. Yeah, y'all got. And he was advocating like, Brian, come get me, and he was like, nah, nigga, you good. We'll get Montrezl Harrell.
How's that check treatment? Check treating you good, boy.
Listen, that's one thing he said. Now you can't be mad at me because look at what you still getting paid, and you ain't played 13 games in the past 3 seasons. So shut the fuck up.
How come you ain't mad at LeBron now?
2 seasons.
We got $100 million because of this man.
Right.
Yeah, I want Cavaliers for the rest of my life. That's fine.
Bullshit, but it's all right. It's all right. Where we at right now? Okay. Give me a rundown on Atlanta and New York and Washington and Philly, real quick.
Philly's up in the fourth quarter, 110-97. And then Atlanta's up 66-54.
What's the time
third
on it? Okay.
Halfway through.
Okay, good shit. So we will move on here to I just want to wrap up the Nets and the Celtics. Of course, we'll get to that's the one team that we already have, the teams that we already have in the second round. But I want to wrap up it. Well, not wrap up, but get us wrapped up here. What I will say is that Game 3 loss.
Who knows? Nets?
Yeah. It was 125-119. But that was the game Jason Tatum hit the 50
right.
On
left on the floor, dog.
I said on us like I give a fuck. I'm not gonna say like I give a fuck because I'm kind of rooting for the Nets attack.
Because you're a Kyrie fan.
That's my nigga, man. That is my nigga. I don't care what nobody says. I rock.
Bottle Kyrie.
Don't make me sage this laptop now. But that game, it was very clear that the Nets were. Once again, I don't mean to change sports on us, but it gave me a Ohio State type vibe. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, we'll let you do what you do in the first half, and then we'll take back off in the end to beat you. And what Ohio State usually gambles is that they got the firepower to beat you in that second half, and more times than not, they do.
They tried a new play in the first half. We're gonna try a new shit.
Just bullshitting, right? Now in this game, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be 100%. I gotta blame it on my nigga. Gotta blame it on Kyrie Irving. Game 3 against the reason why they lost to the Celtics.
I think that's him blaming for what though?
Nigga, he just wasn't playing right. He was 6 for 17 shooting. His everything was just off. You could tell, like even his passes were off. I think he only had 2 assists that game. Everything was off. His game did not look like Rihanna. There was no Rihanna to his game. And I know that that's Rihanna's not your that you would put in that.
I see what you say. Hey, everybody got their own. Hey, Rihanna. Hey.
I'm just saying that.
Rihanna's a bad bitch. Don't get me wrong.
Listen, and Kyrie played like a bad bitch, is what I'm saying. Uncle Drew. Listen, I'm gonna say this: the nigga played Game 3 like Kylie Jenner pre-op.
I don't even know what that means, bro. What?
Like Kylie Jenner pre-operation. There were no curves, there were no lips, there were no nothing. There wasn't nothing. His whole game was flat. Everything was flat.
Like Chloe before all that shit. Because he still looked. All right, I'm not going to down women, but. Yeah, he had a lot of surgery, and there's only so many steps you can go.
Listen, and all I'm saying is Game 4, post-op. Post-op. regardless of what you got to say. Post-op. The motherfucker ended the game with 39 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. And I think he had 2 steals. Yep, 2 steals on that. KD ended with 42, 4, and 5.
It's hard to forget about KD, boy. KD used to be sitting there just...
Jason Tatum ended like Julius Randle.
Well, look, Jason Tatum...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean Jason Tatum. I meant James Harden.
Well, I'm about to say, because Jason Tatum, the 50-point game, he let it all loose. He gave everything he had because the next game
on his back. The
next game he couldn't do the same thing.
He still did decent. You know what I mean? Like
I watched him. I watched the game. He was hobbling a little bit. Yeah, he had trouble with his foot and all type of shit.
Right,
like he burnt both ends the last game.
He got injured in the third quarter, if I remember correctly. But in that Game 4, he still hit 47 and 5.
Yeah.
So let me put it into perspective. I'm not saying anything like you're wrong or anything, but that is what I expected Trae Young to have to do to beat the Knicks. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't look at it like, oh, you didn't quite accomplish the same thing because you didn't hit 50. You still hit 40.
He hit 47?
No, just 40. He had 40 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal.
I mean, like, well, all I'm trying to say is that, look, the game before the end and the game after, in that game, he's the only person really doing anything out there.
You're correct.
Right. And I'm not saying he didn't carry the team or anything like that, but he couldn't do 50 points again. I can only do 40.
Right. Okay. I understand what you're saying, and I'll be nice and let you off the hook.
Hey, look. He got 40. Look, he got 50 and 40. You're right. Somebody else should have did something. I get what you're saying. But in order for him to win without Jaylen Brown, nigga, you gotta get 50. How many games did you win?
Right. Listen, nope. Because even if he'd have got 50, they still wouldn't have won. It'd have been 41-36.
Well, maybe it would have been a special 50.
Right. Okay. But I understand what you're saying by that special.
I'm wrong, goddammit. I'm wrong, and
I'll give you peas. I'm not just gonna lean all the way in. Now know.
What I'm saying is, I didn't know he scored 40, but I know his game wasn't as significant.
Right. Listen, I felt like that motherfucker never left the arena.
Man,
I watched both them games, and I was like, that. Well, no, I watched
the second game.
The third, and then the fourth, I watched the highlights. Or vice versa, one of the two. No, it was the third, and then I watched the second because I felt like he never left. Like even after the game ended, he was still doing shoot-arounds in the motherfucking Boston market.
He played 40. I know he played 40 plus minutes, and like I said, he was injured the whole time.
Right.
You can't. He had to score. It didn't work. Well, I guess 50 wouldn't have been enough. What I'm trying to say is that team wasn't going to win shit without Jason Tatum leaving that shit all the way out there. And that shows what they won in 5.
Yeah,
So
both y'all were absolutely correct. Both y'all had the Nets in 5. I said it. I thought that was too easy. I said Nets in 4. Um, so I was definitely wrong about that. Y'all got me on that one. But the next question, of course, would be Nets Bucks. Who you got and how many?
Nets in 5.
damn. I was gonna say
Same.
Giannis is gonna choke
I was
against
gonna say a
KD.
7-game toss up.
Oh, really? Oh, to the Nets or to the Bucks?
Toss up. 7 games. I don't know.
Okay, let me put that there.
I feel like if I'm Giannis, damn it, it's got to stop somewhere. And the only way I can have any type of respect for Giannis going forward is if he stretched these boys out to 7.
Not against these motherfuckers, nah.
Hey, hey.
Nah. Nah, I can't. I that's just me though. Not against the Nets, nah. Okay, so I got that written down. I got Nets in 6. I see the Bucks winning 2, but I still got the Nets in 6. After I seen what they allowed Jason Tatum to do to him, I definitely see holes in the game that I think that Giannis and them boys can expose 1 or 2 nights out of them 7. So I got Nets in 6. Other than that, did we cover? I think we covered.
What was the prediction on the Hawks and Knicks? What was that prediction?
Oh, the Hawks and the Knicks.
I got
Yeah,
the Knicks forget the Hawks. That's what I had
yeah.
predicted.
No, I think we all did except for Aaron. Let me pull it up. I got it. Listen, and I read up on my motherfucking composition notebooks.
They were there turning mad pages.
Mad pages. Knicks was Knicks in 4. Malk had Knicks in 4.
Damn.
Aaron had Hawks in 6. I had Knicks in 7.
Well, it's like 74-58 in the fourth quarter. It was about to be the fourth quarter. We're gonna see how this ends up.
74-58 Hawks.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
what I
I don't
thought.
see 74-61 now, but I don't see the Knicks winning this series, man.
I
I
don't
don't
either.
see I don't see how they put it together.
Unless for some reason they can win tonight and Julius Randle's agent gets in his ear and says, "My nigga, you fucking up. I ain't gonna be able to get you a check."
I mean, this is current day NBA, right? High scoring league, and the Knicks have 60 points at the end of the third quarter. Not 69, 61.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right.
That's not good news, bro.
That is
Y'all
right.
niggas is scoring enough. I don't give a fuck
You
how this
think
game is going.
the most they score in the fourth is 25?
That you're on pace for 86 points. You're not winning with that shit.
Right.
Don't give a fuck how this shit go.
You're right. You are
You're not
correct.
winning with that.
And that
So
puts
we,
so we know who's coming out. We know it's gonna be
yeah, the ink
the
ain't dry.
Hawks versus the 76ers, but you also said it's the fourth?
No, it's about to be the fourth.
Oh,
It's
okay.
30.
But they still
37.
down by how many? What's the score, my fault?
13.
But what's the score?
74-61.
60.
74-62 now.
Yeah, no, it ain't over. It definitely ain't over. What's well yeah, that's different. That's
Like I
different.
said,
We ain't gonna
even
ask y'all that.
I don't see how they turn this series around. It's possible. Niggas came back from 3-1. It's not impossible, man.
All they really need is Julius Randle to catch his rhythm. Honestly.
If he has like a hell of 5 quarter, yeah, they go.
Yeah, because I mean, but that's not unbelievable from the Knicks when you think about Alec Burks and Quigley and all them that could potentially catch fire. All y'all got to do is get stops, man. Like get stops.
That's the big part. Trae
Now,
Young pretty much doing what he wants to do out there.
I don't see nobody stopping Trae Young, even in the zone.
He's just running around out there.
Even in the zone, I don't care if you run a 3-2, whatever the case may be. I don't see nobody stopping Trae. He has his spots. He knows where his spots are, even in the zone. So I don't see nobody really stopping him. You just got to hold him to 25 or under. That's the only way you win. If he scores more than 25, it's over. with the supporting cast, it's over. So yeah, I see the Hawks taking that. So that means that Aaron was the closest to correct. With Hawks in 6, that'd be Hawks in 5. And if the Knicks somehow win, I'll go out on my limb and jump out the window and say Aaron is correct with Hawks in 6. Other than that, oh, did we touch on? No, last one, and then we'll wrap it up. My fault. Clippers and Mavs.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that at all.
Not at all. Mavs 1-2 in LA. Clippers 1-2 in Dallas. They're going back even. 0-0. Who's coming out? How's that working? And we never did any... wait,
Predict.
did we? We might have.
I had picked the Mavs to win the series.
We might have, now that I think about it.
I do know the Clippers have figured something out. I don't know if it's going to work this next game, but they figured something out. You know, and then he got like a neck sprain or something like that.
Yeah, Luka's injured, so I don't. Really...
Mock said Mavs in 7.
Yeah.
Me and you said Clippers in 7.
Yeah, we were. Well, I guess we're all kind of right now.
At the moment, right? But I still think I'm going with Clippers in 7.
I think it depends on Luka's neck injury. That's why I'm kind of on the fence right now because he does have a pretty bad neck injury.
Was it his neck?
Yeah, it's like a neck strain or something.
Oh, I thought it was his shoulder or something.
It's on his shoulder, but it's also hanging off.
No, I know what that. Yeah, no, I know what that feels like. But okay.
Because Porzingis ain't winning that shit.
Yeah, no, Porzingis ain't. He did step up this past game 4. He did step up. I can't remember his stats exactly. I did not write them down. But I was surprised at how he stepped up because he's been looking like Julius. Like he's gonna go in that group with Julius and who'd I say? Who else? Harden, PG, all them that dominate during the season but don't show up in the playoffs. It looks like Porzingis is gonna go down with them.
I don't think you can put Porzingis because he's not the leader of the team.
Is Paul George the leader of the Clippers?
He was the leader of the Pacers.
Is Paul George the leader of the Clippers?
We're talking about
the same shit with the Pacers, though.
Oh, what you're saying is back
then.
Right. But back then, he called himself PG-13 for that 1 year. What, back in 2015?
He was nice.
Motherfucker. What's that mean? We've been talking about it all day. If you don't produce stats and win, that's all for naught.
I'm not.
So that means Porzingis is a PG, in my opinion. I'm not saying.
Well, PG since the Knicks is what I'm trying to say.
You said what?
Since the Knicks. The Knicks got rid of him.
Yeah.
Right. He went to the Mavericks. I think he tore his ACL. Or did that happen before he got there?
Happened before he got to the Mavericks.
So did he have?
And then I think he hurt his knee, he sat before he even got onto the Mavericks for a half a year. Then he came in and I think he hurt his knee or something like that and went back out.
He has 0 successful years. He has 0 standout years as a Maverick. So.
You were correct in saying the first thing you said. He has 0 You don't even have 1 successful healthy year. Fuck what your stats say. You said what?
All-star once.
Yeah, with the Knicks.
Okay.
Not with the Mavs.
That's what I'm saying. He's
yet to produce the way he should with the Mavs. And what's crazy about it is Porzingis and Doncic both played against each other in Lithuania. Or whatever that. I think it was Lithuania because I know that's where Luka played. And I know they played in the same league over there. So they knew each other before they came. That's why when they got together, they were thinking reunion shit. And Porzingis can't even be healthy enough to stick around.
Niggas should know by now, playing with your best friend in the league doesn't
Not always
work.
the best. Now,
It
we can't say it doesn't work. It's
It
just
doesn't work. If the Nets do it, that'd be like. Okay, no, the Heat did it first. The Heat did it first.
yeah. You said the Nets. Yeah, I guess the Nets. Yeah, that makes sense.
KD and Kyrie seem to be pretty close. I don't know. And James Harden seem to be closer than me. But like,
Yeah, James Harden and KD definitely are.
Fans. But
I'm sorry. What'd you say? I talked over you. What'd you say?
no, I was just saying, like LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade were definitely good friends. They definitely work out.
Oh, you know that's they banana boat buddies.
Yeah,
That's why I think if Chris Paul wipes LeBron in this series, you may
he's
see
never gonna.
you may see some shit talking from him.
Hey, they ain't gonna talk to each other for a little while.
Yeah, you may see some
hope
shit
that's
talking.
I hope that's the case.
I do too. A little bit. I want to see LeBron pull through and show us something great. But if I see the Suns pull them out, the Suns better make the finals. Because if they do, you're going to see some shit talking from Chris Paul. I promise you that.
Hey, if he manages to stretch LeBron and the Lakers out, especially like they did the last game,
right?
If he do that shit again, I'm sure he wants a championship and all that. But that might just be a little bit, just a little bit. I know he wants a championship at the end, but nigga, I don't give a fuck what happens after this, nigga.
Listen.
Fuck out your ass.
Listen.
You was walking off the court and shit mad, shit crying.
You stupid. So, okay, so we're going to wrap it up. Of course, I need y'all to hit the showers. But before that, ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting right there. Bottom seeds. We're going to go bottom seeds in the West.
What do you mean bottom seeds?
I want who y'all got in the 2 seeds coming out the bottom of the West. The 3, the 6, the 2, and the 7. So that'd be Denver and the Trailblazers, who are currently tied at 4-4. Or 2-2. Is that right? Or is Denver up? Denver might be up 3-2.
I think that might be the case.
Yeah, I think Denver's up 3-2. Do I have that written down somewhere? I would like to know that. Yeah, Denver's up 3-2.
In that notebook, don't you?
And then LA and the Suns. Just in that bottom 2 is all I want from y'all. Who y'all got coming out. Maybe obvious, maybe not. And then y'all's hit the showers.
The Nuggets and the Blazers.
Out of the Nuggets, well, they're playing each other right now.
You talking about who's going to win that series, right? That what we're talking about?
Who's going to see that series to Suns and Lakers? Who's coming out the second round? Since we already know the opposite being the Bucks and the Nets, who's coming out the West in the bottom 2 seeds?
So you're saying
I guess that'd be bottom 4. I'm sorry.
It'd be the Suns and I don't. The Blazers in the Nuggets series. I don't know.
Let's see what we said on that.
I'm gonna have to go with the Nuggets just because they have the upper hand right now. I don't see them letting that go.
Upper hand.
Then you got the Suns and the Nuggets. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, there's no way I could be right.
You have an athletic big.
I don't think there's any way any of us could be right. We all agreed on Blazers in 6.
Oh.
So at worst, it would be Blazers in 7, but we might be all the way wrong, and it might be Nuggets in 6. I'm still going. Myself, I'm going Suns, Blazers. I'm going Blazers in 7. Just because I remember 2019, they played each other in the same uh, first round of the shit, and Blazers pulled it out. I believe. Nope, the Nuggets did. Wait, no, the Blazers did because that was the same year. Oh no, I'm tripping. I can't remember. I'm not even gonna take it back there. But give me yours, Mount.
Hit the showers. Anthony Davis. Bottom seeds. Probably that looks like the Suns, and I'll go with the Blazers coming out.
Okay, he going Blazers too. So you said Suns. Handle your business, cuz if you gotta hop off. You said
All right, I'll holler at y'all.
You already know.
All right, then.
You said Suns and who
Suns.
else? Toss up, 7-game toss up again.
Probably.
Who should hit the showers?
Man, look, man. The Lakers bench. The Lakers supporting cast in general.
You gotta exclude Horton Tucker, man. I feel like you gotta exclude him, man. He always works when he steps on that court.
All right.
But no, that's yours.
Hey, look, I'll make, hey, look, I'll make an exception.
I'm just saying, I don't got no flags on the play. I would call tech on that because I feel like Horton Tucker always, as soon as he steps on the court, he produces something.
Well, hey, Horton Tucker, you got a good fan out there, and they kept you out the showers, bro.
Listen, I gotta keep him out the showers.
For one more week.
He finished last game 16 minutes, 11, 11, and 2.
Hey, look. All I know is it's 115-85. I don't know how that happened.
You right.
Work it out.
Right. Well, it don't help when LeBron leaves the bench early. So clearly that's my hit the showers. LeBron fucking James.
My class said, "Wait, I'm going to leave."
Listen, hit the showers, motherfucker. That's just not GOAT behavior is all I can say. I'm going with Suns. I'm going with Suns and who did I say? Trailblazers. I said the Trailblazers. I think the Blazers are going to get it in 7. It's going to be a tough one, but I see them getting it. Yep. What you got to take us out?
I don't know.
What do you got any scores up on your end?
It looks like it's a wrap for Washington. 129-112 is the final.
Figured that much.
The Hawks are in good position to go ahead and take this from the Knicks. It's up 12. They're up 12. 8 minutes left?
Okay.
Well,
okay. And I would like to put out that myself at the end of this show, just to wrap us up, I said Wizards are coming out of the play-ins while y'all said the Pacers, and I said 76ers in 5. So I'm right on the money with that at the moment.
Yeah.
But I just had to point that out because y'all got me with the Nets, and
we're going to get some right, we're going to get some wrong, man.
Listen, that's how it goes.
He was on point, man. You know, hey. Now it's the next round, I think it's going to be pretty much the best games we're going to see in the playoffs.
I agree with that 110%.
I want to see how that shit play out. Because I know I'm going to be wrong as fuck on a lot of this shit.
On the second round?
Yeah.
Second round, I call it. I'm right on everything from here on out.
And I wish you well, my brother.
I'm jumping out the window. Don't catch me.
Take a $100 bill and put it on something. Man.
Listen, well, I got a couple to put down. But to all my shower heads, catch us next on Saturday. That's an all-around show. Until then, as always, be good or be good at it.
Positivity, everybody.